Have you had any injuries?
Not big ones. Never got knocked out. Thank goodness. Actually, knock on wood. And yeah, I've only fractured both of my elbows and one of my collarbones. So nothing big. But the one that fractured my collarbone was my first like contest where I would win like big money, and it was literally 2 seconds. Contest started. Guy rolled in on me. I rolled in at the same time.
No.
Collided, shoulder straight to collarbone straight to the wall, and like knocked my tooth out and stuff.
Did you break it? Did you have to have it screwed back together?
Oh no, it was just a fracture.
Okay.
Very small stuff. Nothing big. Thank goodness.
And your elbows? Did you have to wear casts?
Only one. Only one of them. But I don't think I even needed to wear a cast because that one wasn't that bad at all.
Those elbow casts are the worst.
Yeah.
Riley had to wear those he wore those like 3 times through his youth. And then when you get them off, you're afraid to straighten it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so itchy. The funny thing about having the elbow cast, I was not very smart, and I went to go skate, and for some reason, I tried to boneless with the cast, like my cast arm. Yeah, that didn't.
You're in the right room.
That did not work. Definitely didn't work at all.
Wait, you tried to use that arm to grab it?
Yeah. I don't even know why. I just thought I could, and I definitely couldn't. Yeah, but no big injuries so far.
No,
thank God.
that's good.
I shattered my wrist, and they made the cast all the way up to here. And then there was a contest in Vegas that was like a really big deal. So I cut it to here so that I could move my arm. And then I whipped off on a backside 540 and slapped it on the flat.
Oh.
And because I'm pretty much a doctor, I went, nothing's wrong. My hands move. And then like 2 weeks later, I woke up in the middle of the night and my hand was stinky, like smelled real bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not good. And then I drove because I had a really like one of the better hand surgeons in California who's in Santa Barbara, and I lived in Hollywood, and I drove to Santa Barbara. And by the time I got to Santa Barbara, it was like really hurting. I was like, it was definitely a good choice to go there. And then when I go there, he was very mad at me because I showed up with a cast that was cut in half, and he was like, what the hell? And I was like, contest, mate, I had a contest. And he's like, I don't understand you, you're an idiot. And then he cut it off, and I had pins everywhere in it to hold it together because I broke all the bones in my hand. My wrist went upside down and broke my hand bones. So I had all these pins, but when I hit my hand on the ground, the pin popped out of my arm, and it made some meat come out of my wrist, and the meat that was out of my wrist in the cast was rotting.
It smelled like mustard or sulfur.
Yeah.
Sulfur, right?
Yeah, it smelled like...
That's how you know you're about to get gangrene, by the way. Just FYI, if you do get a festering injury, don't let it get that far like he did.
Yeah, don't do what I... This is what I'm here to... Don't do what I did. Like, you're welcome again,
Yeah, thank you.
But he pulled the pin out with the pliers, like, without even... He just pulled it. I was like, what the hell? And he was like, you know how many golf players I have here? And I was like, no. And he was like, none, you idiot. And I was like, okay, I understand what you're saying. Sorry.
How many golf players?
Yeah. He was like, do you know how many golf players I see? And I was like, I don't. And he was like, none, you idiot. As in, skateboarding is stupid.
Oh.
Yeah. And he's like, you're going to have permanent damage from that. And I was like, yeah, right.
I hope he's watching now.
He was right. Yeah.
I did.
Can't do handstands anymore.
Oh, I can't either.
Did you used to be able to do handstands where you could stay up?
Yeah, and walk around.
That. Yeah. Can you do that?
No.
Oh, I had ho-ho dreams.
Yeah, me too.
At one point I was doing them and I was like, I'm going to get a ho-ho. It's going to happen.
Wait, you didn't do one? I thought you did that.
I went invert, put my hand down, back to invert.
I love that because to me, I'm like, that's a ho-ho. But the correct ho-ho is invert, and then you come in eggplant.
Because you see, the guys that do it. And
Steve did it first, right?
Steve Schneer, yeah. But when you see them do it, that shift into an eggplant looks so hard.
Right,
you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look natural. It doesn't. It looks like an eggplant you'd never want to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you do inverts?
Yeah.
Yeah?
How are your inverts?
My inverts suck. They're so ugly.
Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah.
You're walking into a den of wolves
in the
here.
invert dungeon.
Invert,
because we'll go out there and you do one, I'll be like, liar. But if you're saying they're bad, then you're good.
Yeah, I think they look pretty ugly when
How
I
do
do them.
how is it with your like the young guys on vert with hand plants? Is there anybody that is your age that is doing that?
Oh,
No.
that Pikerman kid.
Yeah, he got.
That dude's got all of
He's
them.
How
he's
old?
got all of them. That is
Wait.
true.
He's like your age, I bet.
Aaron, yeah, I think he's like around. Yeah, I think he's my age actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's insane. I saw him skate.
Who's the guy that was in that demo with you?
AJ.
That
Nelson?
dude.
Oh, yeah, AJ
he
Nelson
got
He's
him.
the
Yeah.
sickest hand plant guy ever, but he's way older than you, right?
Oh yeah, I think he's like 20 something.
But
But
he is
He can do
every
those
hand.
too, right?
yeah.
He can
oh
do
yeah.
it.
Okay. I saw him skate that event, and I was skating with Steve. This is pretty sick. You'll like this. I was skating with Steve Schneer one time at the ramp in Arizona, and we used to skate with the coping that was like that big. They called it the perfect ramp.
That's not perfect.
No, it was kind of sick. It didn't stick out that much.
Oh, okay.
But it was that big around.
Yeah.
Dang.
It was kind of
So
amazing.
you don't grab the coping the same way.
Yeah, like that.
Right.
And he was trying ho-ho variations. It was just he and I skating.
Yeah.
And he would go and walk back from the deck. And I think AJ kind of does this,
Yeah.
but he would walk back from the deck and then do a somersault. And on the way
Yeah.
somersault, grab his board so that he ends up with his legs dangling
Right.
over the coping and then come in. But he did it quick.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like egg rolled in.
Yeah, so it was like ho-ho to somersault, like
Yeah.
drop in.
Yeah.
That's
AJ.
Pretty sick. And I bet AJ could do that.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. He
that-
might have did it that day. Like he.
I feel like I saw him do something of that nature, but the way Schneer did it was all one motion.
Right.
And I remember thinking, like, what? Like,
Yeah, because he's a gymnast, right?
yeah, but I mean, it was like, that was just fun for him, and I'm the only witness to it. And I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so hyped.
Yeah, that was when he got on his hands, it was like he was on his feet.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, I digress, but I'm trying to give you some backstory of.
Yeah, that would be sick to see IRL. I wish I could handstand. I'm not good at it.
I mean, you can.
I can,
You're
but I can't hold
15.
it.
It'd probably take you like an hour. Especially the way you do stuff.
Yeah,
don't think
I
it would
mean-
be that.
Can you imagine if he's throwing all these tricks, right? All these half cab flips, 5, 720, and then just like body jar, ho ho.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That would be
like,
sick.
such a mic drop.
Yeah.
Hey, give me
That's
your
it.
phone. Let me write that down in there.
I should write that down.
We're on October
Body jar
31st.
ho-hos.
That's the last trick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ho ho.
Dress up as
October
Steve Schneer,
31st.
do a ho ho.
Before ho-ho, though,
You're
before
welcome.
ho-ho, do inverts and eggplants stalled.
Yeah.
Because
I
otherwise,
gotta
don't do
that.
ho-ho, because
Yeah.
that's not going to work out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely got to learn how to stall my inverts. I only got invert, andrec, eggplant, and like good
That's
buddy.
enough.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
But they're not like good at all.
But do you do them all the time? Have you ever tried to work on it? Because I feel like you just did it and you're like, that's it. So
Can you do
it's-
invert to fakie?
No.
Right, because you got to stall out a little
No, yeah, I definitely haven't done that. I never really tried to work on it. I probably should though.
bit. Right, because that's all it is. It's like when you do backstairs, you're like, I could do a backstair, but then do an 8-foot backstair. That takes work.
Yeah.
Hand
you're
plant's
right.
the same deal. You do a hand plant, you're like, yeah, it's a hand plant, but stall a hand plant just means doing, like, dude, the way you skate, come on. It's just do hundreds of them. And then you have inverts where they're yours.
Yeah, just like throw one
Yeah.
into a run every once in a while, and
Yeah.
eventually they'll just become easy.
I'm interested
and
to
good.
know, like, how people that judge contests, because I'm
We're just trying to
older.
drag you down to our level.
We're not.
That's
We're
all.
not. I feel like some of the judges are older, and it's like
Yeah,
like you do
definitely.
what you do that's amazing,
Yeah.
and then you throw one of those things in there. It like ups everything that you can do.
Yeah,
like to
I
me,
agree.
it does. I'm not a judge, so it probably doesn't count. I don't know how I know some of the judges. They're old. Because I remember them when we were the same age. Like Jason Rothmeyer, he's old. I'm old, he's old. So I know that he goes, you do a 900 or you do all these
But
other...
I mean, the shoe-in is Renton. Renton
Right.
would love an invert.
Right, but it's just like like you guys love you're the new era, and these are things that, sure, they were invented a long time ago, but they're still like respectable, like, and there's style in them, there's power in them, like AJ when he does a hand plant. I like when he does no trick hand plant, just a hand
Yeah,
plant.
yeah.
I go,
Twists it.
dude, God, that was so like this dude. I fell in love with that dude. First hand plant.
Yeah.
I was like, hey man, cool helmet. You know what I mean? Because he got a big helmet.
yeah.
And then he did an invert, and I was like, ooh, this dude is sick. Because it was so, he did it with authority. Like he locked in. You could see it.
Yeah.
And you have that, dude. You have that in an hour. If you did like 20 hand plants, I guarantee you by the next day, you would do them and they would look completely different to what you usually do.
Yeah. Now I'm going to start trying those now. Try doing those good.
Yeah.
Like work on
and
it.
they're not
get on
that
it.
hard. You know?
Yeah.
Like compared to everything in your phone, a stalled hand plant, it's a lot easier, I think.
I
in my
don't know.
opinion.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think it's funny that he's like,
What,
maybe those other things you do are
What
harder.
is when you think about it, what is scary? I don't know, some pie in the sky or some trick you aspire to, or that you even think about that you can do and you're like, oh, that's scary.
A trick that I really want to learn, everyone's doing them now, like Narjar. That one is terrifying.
Okay, you're justified in that view of it. It is the most terrifying trick.
Yeah, that trick is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, and I cannot believe that that's becoming a thing.
Yeah. It's so sick to see.
It is.
Yeah.
Taylor just landed it too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's definitely a trick that I've tried that has been the scariest. And also rodeo
You
for
try,
me.
so you actually try. You get your tail down.
Yeah, I just
Wow.
haven't committed, like,
Dude.
fully done it.
Unreal.
Yeah, and another one that was scary for me was rodeo. The mental, I never
Yeah.
landed it either, but the mental battle to, like, try to spin it was so scary for me. But now I can, like, spin it. I just got to
That one,
to it.
the advantage of it is you can see the landing almost
Yeah.
the entire time.
That is true. Yeah, I noticed that too.
Speak for yourself. Maybe that was why I couldn't make
been a
it.
while.
I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
You know how I learned that?
Doing Miller flips.
Doing units.
Sorry, units.
Ah.
Yeah, so I used to do. Billy Ruff did the first 540. He did a 540 hand plant.
Yeah, before McGill.
Frontside invert 540, and then I learned those. And then at some point, I tried it too high and I missed my hand, so my hand went over the coping.
And you went all the way around.
I came in, but I landed super high on the wall. I didn't make it, but then I was like, oh, I want to do it without putting my hand down, and so I would go up and fake myself out. So I go up and pretend I'm going to do it, and then not put it down,
Dude.
and then that's how I learned. That's how I learned rodeos.
That's so
Wow,
sketchy.
that is sick.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
80, I think 81, 82.
Damn.
Can't do them anymore, but I can help you learn it.
Yeah, I definitely.
I can live
wanna learn
vicariously through your skills. Well, let's go skate.
that. Yeah, I'm.
Wait,
so-
you just skated. You want to skate again? You're young.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
down
he's
to.
15. You
Of
should
course, I'm
skate
down to.
7
Can
more
you
times.
imagine you and me skating before the podcast and then doing this and be like, should we go out there again?
I mean, I could do it, but will I walk tomorrow? Probably not, but I could do it.
True. All right, sick. Well, thanks for coming in, JD. Big fan of your skating. Congrats on
man.
everything. I feel like
Thank
your
you.
future is bright and keep up the good work. I mean, you are highly motivated, very skilled, and I feel like you're using it to your best abilities. So
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it
You
so
know it.
much.